Hi guys, it's Tara from Opportunity Everywhere, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about why I'm excited about Japan's abandoned homes. I really see opportunities, which I'll talk more about at the end of the video, in homesteading, owning a rental property, having a vacation home, starting a business, or doing more agricultural things like becoming a farmer. The problem. Akiya houses, or abandoned or vacant homes in rural areas, are becoming more and more prevalent as the Japanese government is having trouble attracting younger families to these provincial areas. While this trend can be seen in a lot of countries, for Japan it causes particular issues as ghost towns are becoming a reality. Rural towns have limited job opportunities, entertainment, and somewhat closed communities. So how did so many homes get this way? Japan has a rapidly aging population. People are getting older and there aren't enough childbirths to replace them. When a property is left to the family members, they may live far away in the city and want nothing to do with it, have conflicts with other family members about what to do with it, or try to avoid being associated with it altogether because of high fees like property taxes. But just how bad is the problem? The numbers. There are 62.4 million homes in Japan. In 2018, a survey found a record high 8.49 million homes to be unoccupied. Compare that to a country like the US, a country 26 times bigger, where 16 million homes are abandoned. 1 in every 10 homes in the city of Tokyo is abandoned. By 2030, 1/3 of all homes in Japan will be vacant. By 2040, 900 small towns will cease to exist. Abandoned homes make up 14% of Japan's overall housing stock. Those figures are staggering, but they really help to understand why it's urgent that the Japanese government take action immediately. Akiya banks, government efforts. Ever heard of an abandoned home bank? Me neither. But in order to get the homes occupied as soon as possible, Akiya banks, essentially property information services, have been set up by local governments with the hopes of attracting occupants. Some benefits they offer are tax breaks and subsidies to those who purchase a property. Good so far? Local governments trying to attract people to the properties? Well, some come with stipulations depending on the location. Special requirements can include that the property can only be sold to people under 40 or to couples with children. Remember, provinces not only need people to occupy the houses, but their communities need a bit of revitalization as well. Buying an Akiya. If you've happened upon this information, more than likely you're interested because you're either an anime-obsessed fan like I was as a child, or you'd like to know if as a foreigner you can get in on it. And you can. For the Japanese and for foreigners, the same rules on owning real estate apply. Unlike other countries, foreigners can also own land. One thing to keep in mind is that Japan has rules that if you own agricultural land, you have to farm full time. There are not many ways around this other than renting the land to a farmer. This is one reason why I wonder if it's the next Portugal or France. Many people flocked there during the pandemic to buy abandoned properties and to renovate and to begin homesteading. And I think there's an opportunity here with Japan. It's notable to mention that despite owning property, you're not granted any sort of citizenship or residency status. As it stands, at least for Americans, you are allowed to stay up to 90 days in the country. If you want to buy, definitely get connected with a professional, but a few organizations of note are Minu no Zero En Buka, which means everyone's zero-yen property. This platform is a service that matches properties or land to potential buyers with no fees other than administrative and taxes. That's a great deal. Address, or ADD, rests. This startup takes Akiyas in a different direction by offering an Airbnb approach to the matter. Members who pay a monthly fee can stay in a shared Akiya as long as they like. And Akiya Katsuyo. This is a paid database with tens of thousands of vacant Japanese properties. They also offer consulting services. If I were to buy, I would try a quick search through the database to see what's available. This way I could really get a feel for the regions, the work that needs to go into the homes, and a general idea about what I want. I'd then reach out to a professional who could give me a full rundown on the process to ownership. The inevitable pros and cons list. They are open to own. So as I stated previously, there are no restrictions on owning. Even if you're on a working visa, you can still purchase an Akiya property. Money breaks. Depending on the province, you can receive monthly mortgage deductions for each child you have or additional monetary subsidies. Tricky bugs. One of the most common problems with abandoned homes is termites, being that they are usually constructed with wood. The overhaul. Renovations can be quite expensive for this reason and depending on how dilapidated the building already is. Being abandoned means that there has been little, if any, upkeep. Hidden costs. When you register your property, you will be taxed for registration, property acquisition, fixed assets, city planning, stamp duty. That's really a lot. But you can plan for this by setting a budget beforehand, speaking to a professional about the exact fees to expect, and to choose your property accordingly. Looking to party in Tokyo? Akiyas can be very far from cities. Why are people so excited about this? What are the opportunities? So as I said a little bit before at the beginning of the video, I really see that homesteading is becoming popular in a lot of different countries. Going to a rural area to get off-grid in a beautiful country is possible here. Owning a rental property is also a good way to generate income. Using it as a vacation home, if you don't plan on being in Japan more than that 90 days a year, you could have a quiet escape from the hustle and bustle of your normal life. And agriculture. If you're looking to start a full-time farm, this is your chance. Entrepreneurship. So these communities are really in need of revitalization. Maybe you'll open a nursing home, a part-time theater, or other entertainment venues to help the town attract people. So when I first learned about this phenomenon, I got excited because of what I've seen people doing with abandoned, rundown properties in other countries of the world. I encourage you to consider if this is your opportunity. If this isn't your opportunity and you're still looking, download my ebook on my website, oppevery.com. It'll help to open your eyes about the opportunities that already exist around you. Thanks for watching.